Hi, everybody. How are you? Turning up my volume, make sure you can hear me. I've got my little shadows here from wearing my glasses. And it's actually looking a little bit dark outside. So we'll see if the video gets darker and more shadowed as we progress. How are you? Welcome. I have one person here. Hello. You get a special hello, 3. So hello, welcome. We'll wait just a few minutes until everybody gets here, and then we'll get started because I know you're anxious to find out who won the giveaway. So hello. So Tina's here, and Eva, Paula, Bridget, Sarah. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm having a great day. Thank you. I hope you are too. Paula, how's your hands feeling? I hope you're healing quickly. Lisa, Kathy, hi, everybody. Hey, I've got a bunch to talk about as usual, and I want to get to the giveaway winner just as soon as we get a few more people in here. Give people a minute to show up. Let's see what's going on in the world. I have somebody sitting right here. I have somebody sitting on the table where he's not supposed to be. Down you go, bud. So I guess he didn't want to make an appearance today. I totally get it. Hello, Laura from Colorado. Paula, it's coming along. You went to the doctor yesterday. Okay, keep on track. Shirley, hello. Good morning. Daigo, welcome. Hello, you're back. Good. Sandra, hello. Hello, everybody. So I'm thrilled, as usual, to get to talk to you live. I love talking to you live, and I hope I get to do this a lot more often. I'm hoping that, like, next week, look at this. I look like I have a broken nose in here, but I don't. It's just like shadow from wearing my glasses, I think. And there you go. So I love talking to you live, and I'm hoping that maybe after next week, I will be able to like nail down a specific time when we can do these live posts, and then you guys will know when it's going to happen rather than just being spontaneous. I just see the glimpse of Theo there in the background. I have usually done these live posts very spontaneously based on when I have the time. And I love doing that, but I'd also want to make sure and pick a time when you all are available so that we can all be together. So I'm so glad I had a chance to warn you a little bit, at least today, so that you could come out. So welcome. Hello. You love my cat. I know I do too. I also love my other cat. I have a black and white cat as well. Her name is Minnie, but she's a lot more shy. Like, she doesn't like to be picked up. She doesn't like her picture taken. She likes to watch from a safe distance. But anyway, I wish I could get her on camera for you too. So, Arlene, how are you feeling? You had back surgery yesterday. Oh, I hope it all went well. The fact that you're here, hopefully, is a good sign. Eva, Lorinda, excuse me, Sally, Arlene, you love my spontaneous videos. I don't see why I can't do those too. I'm thinking I'd like to schedule one that's like a weekly live video, and then if it fits your schedule, you can be there to like crochet and chat along with me. And then I might break in with other spontaneous videos just here and there when I have time. If you guys can forgive the me doing those when I have a lack of makeup on and that kind of thing. That's generally what holds me back from doing them, is like, I don't have makeup on today or whatever. So otherwise I'm like, I've got an hour. I could do a live chat spontaneously, but it is what it is. So welcome, everybody. And say, okay, we've got a little bit of an agenda today. Oh yeah, Daigo, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button. So all 25 of you who are in chat at the moment, if you could drop a like on this video, I'd appreciate it. And then if you don't know how to do that while you're watching, maybe after the video, as soon as we hit stop, you could hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. So today on the agenda, I have just a little bit. First, I'd like to give you a big old thank you for watching the video and supporting the channel, because of that, I'll just continue to do more videos. And if nobody was watching, then I would just quit. But if you guys are watching, then I'm having fun. And so it's more fun when people are watching. So thank you so much. My chat keeps disappearing. So I see people like comments and then it disappears, and I think it's refreshing. So hopefully all the comments will come back. Hopefully this video is not buffering. Hopefully you're getting a nice even stream and you're not having any cutting out. So I would say leave me a chat note if we're having trouble, but oh, there it's back. Okay, it's back, it's back. Okay, so, oh good, Arlene, you can finally stand up. Yay. Am I from one of the southern states? No, do I sound like a southerner? I'm from Ohio. Chat keeps disappearing. I wonder if that's a Wi-Fi thing. I have no idea, but I hope it comes back so that I can answer your questions. You've been, thank you so much, Emily. You've been setting my videos on autoplay every day in the background while you work. It does help. It does. Thank you so much. I need as many views as possible, and I need them by January, I think like the 18th, to really get this channel solidified in the 1 year time frame that they allow for growth. So yeah, please keep watching and streaming as much as you can. I really, really do appreciate it. Good morning from Maine. Hello. Okay, so the video is working great, I hope. Thank you, Shirley. Okay, good morning to everybody. Fiona and Dante are your cats, Loretta. Okay, don't get distracted, Ellen. I'm so distracted by cats. I love animals. I would love to have a dog too. I'm totally a dog person as well. I'm also a bird person and a chipmunk person and a fish person. I love all animals, but cats fit our lifestyle a little bit better because when we first got our first cat, Charlie, Tom and I both worked full-time outside of the home before we had kids. And I knew we didn't have time for a dog, but I knew I really wanted a pet. So he got me Charlie for Christmas. And we had him for 16 fantastic years. He was the best cat ever. And then the kids came along and they loved Charlie too. And then it got to the point where we don't have a dog. And my son desperately wants a dog. And I would love a dog. It's convincing my husband that's the hard part. So maybe we'll be able to figure it out. Okay, I know you're anxious, so I want to get to my agenda. You probably don't want to hear me talk about cats and dogs, right? You're here to talk about crochet and yarn. Yay, yarn. Okay, so first I want to give you a little sneak peek of what I'm working on for the book. Are you ready? So if you saw the last live stream, you know that there was a little hiccup with the book. I had mailed it all. I was done. I went on vacation. It was great. And then I got the call. Actually, I got the email. The email said, we don't have enough stuff for your book. We've got empty pages. We need 3 more projects as soon as possible. And I was like, like that's literally what I did. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm on vacation. I don't even have the right yarn with me. I don't have I don't have what I need to get started. I'm on vacation. I don't really want to crochet for pressure on vacation. I want to crochet for fun on vacation. So I got home and hit the ground running. And so, well, I didn't hit the ground running. I tried to hit the ground running, but then back to school happened and life happened. And so suddenly I missed a whole week with vacation and a whole week with back to school. And so now I'm just trying to catch up, trying to catch the truck up. So here's a little sneak peek of what I'm working on for bonus project. Number 1. Are you ready? Bonus project number 1. That was it. That was the sneak peek. I don't think I'm allowed to give you much else. But I'm working on it. And I think once I got over the initial shock of it, I realized that more is better. You know, you will appreciate having more projects in the book. It's a better financial value to have more projects in the book. And what if one of these 3 extra projects is the one you wanted and you picked up the book and it's like, I want this book because of this project. And it was one of the bonus ones. And maybe you wouldn't have picked up the book if you hadn't seen one of those 3. So I'm seeing these extra 3 projects as an opportunity to apply, to appeal to more people. So I'm really hoping that you all love them as much as I love the original 12 projects. So I think we're going to end up with a total of 15 projects in the book. The first 12 that all were there, and then the bonus 3, and then we'll sort out to make sure that they all fit. And then there could be some deleting or whatever, depending on fit. It's really like putting a puzzle together. It's like, oh, this is a 3-page pattern, but this one's an 8-page pattern, and we don't have room for this. So we separate it out. It's like a puzzle. So hello to the 41 people who are here. I know you're anxious for me to get to the big winner, though. You want to know who won the digital copy of Karen Hooley's Coastal Crochet, the digital copy of this lovely book. And let's see, a couple more comments. You're most likely the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, like the chat just keeps disappearing randomly, so I'm trying to read your comments when they come up. Let's see. Good morning from Kansas. Hello. Okay. Sometimes you like to buy books just for one project. Yes, it's amazing. If there's one quality project, really for me, a book needs to have like 3 to make it really a financially good purchase for me to justify the cost of the book. It needs to have 3 solid projects in it that I can see fitting into my life, or it needs to have information in the book, excuse me, that works sort of as a reference book that I know I'll be able to apply to other aspects of my crochet life. And I'm hoping that my book provides both. Okay, so while we're talking about books, okay, so Coastal Crochet, remember this giveaway was special because it's open to everyone all over the world because it's a digital prize. I have a hard copy here, and signed hard copies from Karen Hooley herself are available on her website, and I'll put the link in the description below, on her website and on Ravelry. If you are on Ravelry, you know it's a free forum on Ravelry. You can get her book, and when you buy her actual hard copy book, you get a digital edition free. I hope I'm getting that right, Karen. I think I am. So please, if you support the indie publishers and support the authors and the crocheters so we can provide more great crochet. So Karen Hooley published this all by herself. She's amazing. Well, not all by herself. She had a tech editor. She had a photographer. She had a layout person. She hired and assembled a team to promote or produce her book. But she's not beholden to any publisher. So she was able to do what she wanted to do, which included schematics and symbol diagrams, full written instructions, beautiful full page, full color photographs. Like, she got to do what she wanted to do. And that's so exciting because in addition to the great projects, there's also great photography, great yarns, lots of good stuff. So, okay, that was the little tease. Now for one more service announcement before I announce the winner. And I'm reading a few more chat notes here while I see a chat is actually here. So, and it disappeared on me. I was seeing something about a Jack Russell. I wanted to see that. I love dogs. So I wanted to read that and it disappeared. Poof. Okay. I'm so excited. Now, the other important thing that I want to tell you before I announce the giveaway winner, the trip to France is going strong. People are registering. People are signing up to travel with me to France. But I wanted to tell you just a little bit more about it. I'm hoping that my daughter and I will be able to do a video of some of the highlights of the itinerary, because my daughter is like, she's 17, but she's like 3 questions away from being fluent in French. I don't speak any French at all, except crochet. Isn't crochet a French word? I think it is. So I don't speak French like at all, except for like, baguette and croissant and crochet. But she speaks French. But our guide on our tour is an English speaking guide. So I've been on an Ireland tour with this company and it was fantastic. Like, it was so easy. Frankly, I had no idea where we were going. I didn't care. We were going to, all I knew is we were going to Ireland. I was supposed to show up at the airport and I had no clue what we were doing every day. I didn't even know Blarney Stone was going to be on there. I didn't know the Cliffs and Moher. I had no idea where we were going and I didn't care. I just showed up. I figured they'll handle it. Give me a ticket, get on a bus. bam, it was so easy. We saw so many fantastic things. So because I'm organizing this trip, I know where we're going, but you don't have to, or you can totally research all the places that we're going and get excited about them too. Well, the itinerary is completely on the crafttours.com website. If you click on crocheting, I'll put the link down here in the description below. I have a little bit of the itinerary that I printed out, not all of it, but we're going to visit Montmartre Hill. I have no idea how to say that. I'm sure I'm butchering it. The point of the trip is to crochet and to experience the culture. So think of it as a trip to France, and you get to crochet. Because you'll get to still experience the sightseeing, the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, the food. We have a little bit of an emphasis on art. So we're going to see, the Impressionists, and we're going to see, architecture and that kind of thing too. Like, it's a little bit of an emphasis on art because that's how I've planned to teach the 2 lessons that we'll be doing on the trip. And if you bring along a guest who does not crochet, it's totally cool. I'll either teach them to crochet or they can take a nap, or they can go exploring on their own, or they can go, sing La Vie en Rose or whatever. They don't have to attend the class if they don't want to, but it's there. And we'll be crocheting, I'm sure, on the bus and on the plane and in the lobby and whatever. But people who don't crochet are still going to have a fantastic time. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the trip because it's real. Oh, there's a new museum. Museum de la Mode et de Textile. So a textiles museum, including costumes, accessories, and textiles from the 3rd century up to the present day. So if you're interested in fashion and clothing and artifacts from other cultures, you're just going to love it. Okay, I think I've kept you waiting long enough, probably. You guys are probably going a little nuts saying, when are you going to do the winner? So all of this is going to be down in the description below. If you're worried about money, there's a payment plan for the France trip. And also there's a bonus if you pay it in full and that kind of thing, or you could pay payments from now until April when we go. So check out the terms and conditions under the trip page and you'll get all the information there. Okay. So drum roll, I'm sure you guys are anxiously awaiting the winner of the giveaway, the digital copy of Coastal Crochet. I'm going to do another giveaway. I think I'm going to launch it next week. I'm hoping to launch it next Wednesday. I'd like to hear you guys, would you rather have a book or would you rather have yarn on the next giveaway? What are you interested in? A book or yarn? So, oh, my cats are hissing at each other. Can you hear that? Oh my gosh. Okay, the giveaway. So the winner, randomly selected from all the people who subscribed. You have to subscribe to the Ellen Gormley channel. I need you to subscribe because that helps me keep a record. Then the person had to leave a comment under the giveaway video and hopefully gave it a thumbs up. And so I grabbed all of those comments and all of those subscribers, and I randomly chose one winner. And the winner is Nicole ACUNA. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm going to type her name down here in the chat. Nicole, ACUNA. Nicole ACUNA. Congratulations. You are the winner of the digital copy of Karen Hooley's book. So all of you, 55 people, hello in chat right now. If you did not win, please check out Karen Hooley's website to find the wraps, the sweaters, the hats, the scarves, the mitts and cowl. Go check out her website. Get yourself a signed hard copy of this book or a digital copy if you prefer, and spread the love and go ahead and enjoy this book, Coastal Crochet. She also has other books. She had her first self-published book, A Crochet Garden, A Garden of Shawls. I apologize, Karen. I can't remember the exact title. She has other projects, other patterns, other books, and she's got more in the pipeline. because I know this, she does. So keep an eye out on Karen Hooley's website and keep track of the great quality professional projects that she produces. So congratulations, Nicole, yay. So people are saying, Yarn, you need that book. You're going to check out her website. Can I type in the link to her site? Sure. I'm also going to put it in the link, just the description box below. And I'm sure my face is going to look silly here as I type in her website and make sure I have it correctly. And I'm going to copy it and paste it into the chat room so that it's there. Let's see, hit the button, hit the right button, Ellen, paste. All right. KarenHooley.com. Okay. And so she's got lots of tabs. You can also find her on Instagram, and you can find me on Instagram. Did you know that? So I am the Ellen Gormley on Instagram because plain old Ellen Gormley was taken. So I had to get all pompous and get the Ellen Gormley, like I'm from the Ohio State. I'm sorry, it's just a little funny to me. So check us out on Instagram. I know Karen's Instagram profile and mine as well. When you click on the profile, you click on the Instagram profile, there's my picture there. That's when you know the account is right. That was me. What was I going to say? Oh, the profile. In the profile is a Linktree link. So there's a Instagram only allows you one link in your profile. One. Is that right? One? I think so. One. And you can't put links in individual posts. So we have to make the link do as much work as possible. So our links, it says Linktree. And if you click on it, it lists a bunch of other links. So if you click on my Instagram profile, on the link that's there that says Linktree, if you click on it, it'll be my website link and my YouTube link and my Love Crochet Patterns link. And I don't know if it has the trip to France link, but that can be found on my website as well under the travel tab. It'll help you get to lots of different places where you can get more information about me and my projects and my books. And Karen's profile, to make a long story short, her profile on Instagram is the exact same thing. It's got a Linktree link. So if you go to Karen Hooley, I think it's just Karen Hooley on Instagram. I can search it and make sure. Then in her profile, it's just Karen Hooley is her Instagram name, all run together, Karen Hooley. In her profile is a Linktree link, and you click it and it'll give you lots of different options so that you can get the specific thing that you're looking for rather than trying to find it and navigate around. So it's a pretty cool little construct there. So, okay. Oh no, did I hit the wrong button? I did. Sorry. So, all right, the 33 of you who are still with me, thank you so much for sticking around. Are you crocheting today? Are you working today? Are you keeping the volume really quiet so that your boss doesn't hear that Ellen Gormley is doing a live post? So let's see. You're following. You did know because you were following. Fantastic. Yeah, at least I don't have the real Ellen Gormley. Yeah, it's the Ellen Gormley. Congratulations. You're new to Instagram. Better late than never. Absolutely. Instagram's a lot of fun, and it's not a scary place. Catherine, you're retired from the Ohio State University. I don't know why they always emphasize the "the," but they do. I know, isn't that kind of funny? I don't know where that tradition started, but when you're watching college football and they do the little introduction of the players, and it's the guys, each of them saying, John Smith from the Ohio University or the Ohio State University or whatever. It's kind of funny, kind of amusing. We are from Ohio. I am born and raised in Ohio. Unfortunately, my mom was at the Ohio State University Hospital when she was very, very sick. So I'm very grateful to the Ohio State University for doing the best they could to help her, even though they weren't able to solve the problem. But I know that they were working really hard to fix things. So my experience with Ohio State University is limited, unfortunately, to visiting the hospital. But actually, my husband is a graduate of Michigan. Go Blue. So it's kind of awkward to be an Ohio State resident, and my husband is a Michigan grad. But he's an architect, and Michigan had an excellent architecture school, so that's where he went. So all of our money went to Michigan. So we have an allegiance to Michigan because of the education they provided my husband. But of course, we want Ohio State to do well too. But we know better. Like, we know that we can't go to a Michigan-Ohio State football game at Ohio State and wear blue. We know we can't do that. We'll get crucified. So, but we do. We are from Ohio. I love Buckeyes, the candy, that is, because everybody's got to love a peanut butter ball dipped in chocolate. But we are also Michigan fans, and that causes a lot of controversy in our neighborhood and with our friends and family and coworkers. But it is what it is. Oh, you're making baby booties and blankets. Excellent. You're working, but working from home. Excellent. Excellent. And at least you can play it as loud as you want. Hopefully you're your own boss too. And you're like, sorry, boss. Okay. Oh, Daigo, you've got a migraine. Oh boy. Well, please take it easy. Hopefully you're keeping your volume down so I don't grate on your nerves too much. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, you're watching here in BC. That's British Columbia, I assume. So that's great. Love my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Ellen. I really do. And you're my namesake. Can you share your middle name, or is that too personal? My middle name is Kathleen with a K. So my initials are EKG, and I'm such a nerd that when we got married, my maiden name is Quatman with a Q. And while I love the uniqueness of the Q, I really thought hard about, did I want to keep Q as my maiden name, or, so that, because it's pretty cool to have a Q. So, but then I thought, but if I take Gormley, then my initials will be EKG, and I'm such a nerd. But I'm like, EKG. I thought it was funny. So I took Gormley. Plus, I just wanted to do that for lots of other reasons. Go Blue. You crochet and knit every day? Yep, me too. Your hubby's a Penn State. You're Ohio State. Oh boy. Luckily in my house, I don't care. I do not care about football. I don't care about college rivalries. I couldn't care any less than I do. I care so little. But I want Michigan to win because it makes my husband happy. You just started following me on Instagram. Thanks. You're Oregon State University. Is that the Ducks? Charlene, is that the Ducks? Because my daughter is looking at going to school at the school that is the Ducks, because apparently they've got an excellent language program. So I don't know. That's so far away from Ohio. I'm sure it's a fantastic school, but that's kind of scary. Rainy day in northern Arizona. You're going to crochet. Excellent. Let's see. Working from home, but listening. Hi, Marianne. Thank you. Good morning from Columbus, Ohio. Yes. Sorry you're late, Diana. That's okay. You probably missed, though, that I announced NICOLE ACUNA is the winner of the giveaway of the digital copy of Coastal Crochet. So congratulations to her. But thank you, Tammy, thank you, Tammy and Diana, both for visiting and looking in. Okay. So your middle, I lost it. I think you said your middle name was Louise, Ellen. That's really pretty, too. I always thought, let's see, you're crocheting a crochet two together or corner to corner. You had an EKG yesterday. Well, Arlene, I hope it worked out. You probably had to have that for your back surgery, didn't you? And make sure it's all good, I'm sure. Yes. So I keep losing my train of thought. I swear I'm not ADD, but maybe I am. But at least I come back when my brain goes off into other directions. At least I can circle back usually. We were talking about names, and I swear, I don't know why I think of this, but so my name is Ellen, and if you pronounce it like a letter L and a letter N. It's Ellen, like 2 letters. Like, so back when I was in high school, I was like, oh, maybe I should just change the spelling of my name to Ellen, and that'll be it, Ellen. So we taught our kids some sign language when they were pre-verbal, because I was a stay-at-home mom and I was an overachiever. And so it's like we taught the kids different signs for things that they wanted when they were unable to tell me verbally because they were just too young. And I used to just shorten my name to LN, because it's easier than spelling out my name. Anyway, too much information, I'm sure. Okay, so Ellen Louise, use Ellen Louise as a stage name. Love Dad, but one of that. Sorry, you were a Sooner fans here. Hubby is from Oklahoma. That's funny. No, Oregon State is the Beavers. That's the orange school, right? I'm sorry, West Coast, East Coast. And since I don't follow sports much, okay. Well, I'm sure the Oregon Beavers is really a great school too, but I know the one that's green is the one my daughter was interested in because of their Asian languages program. Oregon State is also known for baseball, but really they're known for their science programs and medical programs. Excellent, excellent. But my daughter's probably not going into science and medicine, although she's really good at that too. The Ducks are Oregon. Yes, that's the one she wants. Okay. All right. So things are going well. You guys are crocheting. Coming up soon on the channel, I will be doing a couple of videos. Maybe I'll even do them today and edit them and stuff and then piece them out, dole them out on Wednesdays. And I think you guys have probably noticed a pattern that I started, the free pattern of the week feature. Those are coming up on Thursdays. And I'm trying to alternate between a free pattern of mine and a free pattern of someone else's so that you can learn some other designers and see that there's so many great designers out there who are very professional and do great work, and give them some love and them some traffic. Let's see. People assume that K is your middle name, so you usually get Kathy K. So, Catherine K, but you prefer to be called Catherine K. I think I'm reading that correctly. Sounds good. Absolutely. I think people really should be called what they prefer to be called. A friend of mine has a little girl who has one name, and she totally, when she was like 3, picked a completely different other name. And to this day, she's now almost 10. They call her by the name she chose because that's what she chose, and she's stuck with it and she loves it and she prefers the name she chose. Luckily, the name she chose is delightful. So it's really funny how like her school records are one name and the name she prefers to be called is like not even her name at all. So that's kind of funny. So let's see. Free patterns. Yeah, I'm linking free patterns to other people, from others and my own. Free patterns. I think you guys already know my philosophy on free patterns. The whole point of free patterns is to, 1, make you happy, but 2, to drive traffic back to websites and yarn companies so that we can sell more yarn, because we can't afford to just work for free. My accountant doesn't work for free. My mechanic doesn't work for free. My lawyer doesn't work for free. My nurse friends, they don't work for free. I mean, sure, you'll help out when you can and you take care of your own family, but it's a profession and I can't afford to work for free. So when there is a free pattern, it's because it was purchased by like Red Heart or a magazine or a book or whatever. And they purchased the pattern. And so that provided income for my family so that I could send my daughter to piano lessons and sign up my son for soccer. It's pattern money matters. Independent designers, when you buy a pattern, you're supporting a family. It's not just, they should provide free patterns for the heck of it for fun. It's like, well, yeah, it is fun, but hopefully the mechanic likes what he does, and hopefully the lawyer likes what he does, and hopefully my accountant enjoys his work too. But that doesn't mean that they work for free. Like, working for free is nice, but it won't get my kid to piano lessons. You know what I mean? So free patterns, the whole point of free patterns is I don't give you the pattern, because that would be wrong. That would defeat the whole purpose of getting you to the website or getting you to the yarn company or whatever. So I give you the link. So you can go get the free pattern and it costs you nothing. But because you went and visited their website, maybe they get an ad click, or maybe they get, maybe you'll see something that you would like to purchase, or maybe you'll go back to the yarn company and you'll purchase the yarn to go with the pattern. And that supports the whole industry, because if the industry doesn't make money, we can't afford to do it. That's just the bottom line. Let's see. Your school records had your middle name as your preferred name, even though you preferred your first name. Oh, that's funny. You have 2 first names, by the way, also. Interesting. So number 1 works for free. No one works for free. Absolutely, Arlene. We have to find a way. I mean, I guess if I was independently wealthy and my kids had all their needs met, and we had money to just do whatever we wanted to do without ever having to work ever again, yeah, I would still be crocheting. I would still be designing. Would I be doing it for free? Maybe, except it kind of undercuts the other designers who are trying to make a living. So I'm not sure I would make it for free, but maybe I would contribute in some way. But, we're all just trying to survive, And if God gave me this talent to crochet, I feel like I'm supposed to use it. And giving it away for free, I wish I could, but that doesn't put cleats on my kids' feet. So you got to do what you got to do. Diana says the cowl and hat you just finished was knitted. You love to crochet and have since you were 8 years old. You learned to knit when you were 16 and set it aside until recently. Interesting. I'm really curious how many of you learned to crochet first and how many of you learned knit first. I, of course, learned crochet first when I think I was around 8 years old. And I didn't learn knitting until I was already a crochet designer. So I think somewhere around 2004, maybe 2005 is when I learned to knit. And of course, knitting and crochet, you're learning constantly forever. I'm still learning things in crochet that I didn't know before. It's so fascinating. And I love that Instagram and Facebook shows you crochet methods and trends from all over the world. So I can see, even in other languages, you can see the little videos of how people are doing things very differently in other cultures. And you're like, wow, that's really cool. And that, some of that works for here. And it's just neat to see how different ideas are developing elsewhere, because there's always more to learn. Crochet first. Okay, Daigo, your pain meds are kicking in. Okay, take care. Feel better. All right. Crochet first. Learn to crochet first. Okay, crochet first. Learn to crochet first. Okay, everybody's saying they learned to crochet first. Your parents taught you to crochet as a child and taught yourself to knit as an adult. Crochet first. All right. Learn to knit first. There's one that said, okay, you don't knit, you crochet. Absolutely, that's fine. When we had our French student, here for 3 weeks in June, and she had never knit or crochet. And so I taught her to crochet one day and taught her to knit the next. And she preferred the crochet. So that was really interesting. But she got a grip on, she learned quickly, got a grip on it pretty quickly, but she was here only such a short time that she didn't really have time to really dig into crochet. But hopefully, when I teach people to crochet or knit, the goal is really to just expose them to the possibility of a leisure time relaxation activity, to let you see that it's a great activity for when you have some downtime or when you need to cope or relax. And so I hope that she maybe picks it up again if she, hits a stage in her life where she could use some hobbies, either for coping or for fun. So it's a good thing. You only crochet. Hey, Brian, how are you? You only crochet. You haven't tried knitting yet. Working on the second driftwood hat. Your daughter stole the first one. Excellent. The driftwood hat pattern is just by far one of my favorite patterns I've ever designed. And that pattern is available on lovecrochet.com or on my website, ellengormley.com, under the shop tab. It's amazing to you, those who only know how to knit and think crochet is a magical, mystical skill. Totally. I don't know. I kind of think it's pretty magical. It's like, but I think knitting and crocheting are both magical. I mean, imagine you take a skein of yarn. It's just a ball of yarn, and you turn it in with your magic wand or wands into something functional, a hat, a blanket, a sweater, socks. And suddenly it becomes something that it had never been before. So when I see a ball of yarn, it's like the potential is so cool. It could be anything in the world. And it's just kind of like the Velveteen Rabbit, all the skeins of yarn at the store, just crying out for someone to take them home and make them into something real. Okay. So your grandma tried to teach you the chain stitch as a kid, and you had a hard time seeing what crocheters do. So everyone crochets so fast. I tried really hard to crochet slowly and to repeat things constantly on the videos to help you see all the different steps that go into it. Your family's getting all handmade gifts this year. Excellent. You learned to crochet first by your mom and learning knitting a few years ago. You're disabled, so you have a lot of time on your hands. Well, that's really productive. That's, you got to do what you got to do, Patricia. And I hope that it really brings you peace and comfort and a sense of competency and productivity, because I know in my life, if I'm not productive, I've not had a good day. For me to have a good day, for my husband to come home and say, "How was your day?" I have to feel like I've accomplished something. And I don't feel like I've accomplished something unless I've gone to run or crocheted or knit or did a video. Being productive is important to my happiness. And luckily, crocheting and knit satisfies some of that, because when I'm watching TV or sitting at a soccer game, which of course, just watching a soccer game with my son is productive. I think that's valuable. Don't get me wrong. But when I feel like it's a good use of my time to be crocheting something, either something for profit or for the book or something for charity or something for a friend, it's a good quality use of my time. So I hope that you all feel that crocheting and knitting makes you feel productive. And I hope that brings you a sense of happiness and contentment in this hard world. It's sometimes I think that people think happiness is just something that magically drops down on you. Oh, you're going to be happy today. It's no, you kind of have to make yourself happy. And for me, I know that I feel more happy when I'm productive. So I don't even know where that all goes. So take that for what it is and see if that's part of why I think knit and crochet does help people when they're stressed out or anxious or depressed or sad or grieving or worrying, that, you feel like, okay, I can't do anything about the situation that I'm in. At least I can crochet and knit a hat or socks or a blanket or a square to give to the pet shelter or something. It is a productive use of time. Okay, back to the chat here. You only crochet, but you love the look of knit. Sandra, that's why Tunisian crochet is so awesome, because it can look like knitting, but it's crochet. So give that a shot. And that can be the bridge between crochet and knit, is the Tunisian crochet kind of in the middle. But yeah, there's some things I admit I prefer a knit and not crochet. I prefer my socks be knit, not crocheted. Sorry. And I think that's really unpopular. I'm supposed to be crochet 100% all the way and nothing else. But the truth is that everything has its pluses and minuses, and I can value knit and I can value crochet for the different aspects of its uniqueness, and not devalue it because it doesn't do whatever it's not supposed to do. Ellen, do you have any tutorials on how to knit flat projects on circulars? Yeah, actually the one I just did on lace, the beginner lace one is crochet. I'm using circulars, but it's just flat back and forth. So yes, Moose Gal, that's, check that one out. That one I just posted on Monday, and it's the beginner knit lace. So try that. You have cast on 15 stitches to make a barrel cactus. Cool. I have to actually need to come up with, need to come up with some videos for you on how to cast on. I realized that I taught you how to knit and purl and do some lace, but I didn't teach you how to cast on. And someone so kindly pointed out that I had failed to provide the cast on videos for beginners. So I absolutely have them on my to-do list. They might even be happen today and then get posted in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to do several videos and then dole them out so that you have time to watch them. Hello from Japan. Hi, thank you so much. So it's 11:17 in the morning here in Ohio. That means it's like midnight in Japan. So thank you so much. So you're up late. Thank you so much. Their ploy for free patterns has to be to bring patrons, and so free estimates turned into a 3-hour job. That's why it's okay, but everyone what's something from nothing and not get overcharged. Okay, so maybe you're talking about the mechanics and stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Shirley, for the comment about the tutorials. You do want to learn knit one day, Sandra. You have come to learn to love Tunisian. Yes, Japan. Hello. Thank you so much for visiting. I hope you can understand me. I do not speak Japanese. My daughter does. She's but I don't have her to translate for me. But thank you and welcome. Let's see, Arlene, you learned crocheting from your mom many years ago, and people having babies brought you back to it. Absolutely, absolutely. And you crocheting for people who appreciate it. I have this whole theory about people who are crochet worthy and people who are not. And you do want to crochet, for people who will appreciate the time and effort and the expense of the time that you put into it. Absolutely. And if they're not going to appreciate it, find somebody who will. Look at your crochet. Those memes on Instagram. It's like, you want somebody who looks at you the way I look at crochet. You're Anne from Tunisia. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much. Let's see. My daughter who speaks Japanese, you're asking how old? She's 17. So she she's learning Japanese and Korean, and she's almost fluent in French. And she loves, loves, loves languages. And so she's been studying Japanese and Korean for about 2 years now. Let's see. The basic skills every crochet needs to know. Oh, the winner, Lisa G, was NICOLE ACUNA. NICOLE, ACUNA. NICOLE. Okay. Let's see. Basic skills every crocheter needs to know. Well, the usual. So I could give you the standard answer and say, you need to be able to do a slip knot. You need to be able to tension the yarn. You need to be able to fasten off and weave in ends. But I also would say, really, more importantly, even than those things, you need to be willing to be patient. So a skill of patience, or a skill of being able to concentrate for 10 minutes at a time and do 10-minute lessons every day until you get it. So I would think the skills necessary for a crocheter are being able to pay attention for 10 minutes at a time, the ability to maybe take a deep breath and put it down when you're frustrated. Because frankly, if you have that, you can learn it from a video, from a book, from me, from, the Knit and Crochet Now TV show, from whatever. So if you have the ability to concentrate for even 5 to 10 minutes once a day, you should be able to get it. Now, people with other abilities, or, I get it if the dexterity is an issue, or somebody who's had a stroke and the dexterity is hard. So there's physical things you want to be able to do. And of course, your hands need to function. However, I do know crocheters who crochet with their feet, who have trouble with their hands. So where there's a will, there's a way. I don't know that I could do it, but I know people who can. So, it's just a matter of not saying I can't, but saying, how can I think. So how many languages does my daughter speak? So she's obviously, she's almost like 3 questions shy of certified fluent in French. And she's got 2 years-ish of Japanese and Korean under her experience belt, so to speak. Let's see. We're from Ohio in the United States. And it's very unusual for people to speak multiple languages here. Usually, if someone speaks a second language, it's usually Spanish. And I think that is a problem, kind of a failing of our culture, that we do not emphasize other languages enough. And I wish that I was more fluent in Spanish. I took like 6 years of it through high school and college, and I can read it a little bit, but that's about it. And so I want to encourage that with my daughter. She loves languages. My son is not as adept at languages. He is taking French in high school, but I think he's going to follow a more traditional track and just take it for school. I don't really see him embracing languages the way my daughter has. My son will embrace something else equally valuable. So it'll be fine. Okay. So have a blessed day, Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, konnichiwa, meaning in Japanese. You probably spelled it wrong. Yes, I know just a few words in Japanese. Konnichiwa, arigato, just a hello and thank you. That's about it. You wanted to learn French in high school, but weren't allowed. I have to say, Muscal, I really pushed my daughter to take Spanish. I did. And now I'm ashamed to admit it, because now she loves French. And now that I understand that so much of the world speaks French, I was being short-sighted and thinking we have a large Spanish-speaking population here in the United States and she should speak Spanish. But the truth is, much of the world speaks French. And my daughter saw that potential and I did not. So she really fought hard to choose French when she went into high school. And now I'm glad I did, because that is what she loves. And it makes sense. So it's okay. So I'm sorry, Muscal, that you didn't get to take French. Maybe you can do it now. There's so many great apps on the phone and stuff to take different languages. My daughter is 17 and my son is 15. Okay. You can barely master English. No kidding, right? I still get my commas wrong. I still put my commas in the wrong place. Let's see. My son's school, now my daughter's school only teaches Spanish and French and Latin. And my son's school teaches 9 languages. So my daughter goes to an all-girls school. My son goes to an all-boys school. My son's school, I wish my daughter could go. I wish she could, because they teach 9 languages in a high school, like Greek and Portuguese, Mandarin, Spanish, French, German, Latin, and I forget what the other one is. But it's like, it's so amazing. And it's just like, I wish my daughter had that opportunity. And so, but they don't speak and they don't teach Japanese and Korean. So I'm getting lessons for my daughter separately from this. So every time I get a new coaching client, that is a payment to the language school. So crochet coaching, as you may know, is like my business that I mentor people who want to become crochet designers or crochet professionals, contract crocheters, tech editors, pattern testers. And so, we can't afford to work for free. Like I have Japanese lessons to pay for. So anyway, you want to learn Italian? Okay. Bye, Sandra. Have a great day. You were born in Indiana, but you live in Utah. Yeah, Muscal, I did want her to do what she loved, like I did Cave and let her choose French, but I just didn't have all the information. And I'm really not that stubborn. Like, if you give me information that contradicts my opinion, I'm open to reading, listening to it. And I've been known to change my mind if I've been proven wrong. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't understand that French was that important to you. I didn't realize so much of the world speaks French. Okay, I will change my mind. And, so I'm not so stubborn or so arrogant to think that I have all the answers about everything. So, let's see. You want to learn Italian? Originally from Long Island, New York. You live in Southeast Coastal North Carolina now. Wonderful. We were just over there. We were in South Carolina. We drove through North Carolina on our way to Hilton Head on vacation this summer. Your grandsons are learning German in Wyoming. Yeah, I mean, if you were to Google or search like the most needed languages in 2018, I'm pretty sure they were Chinese, Japanese, German, and Korean. So you can't go wrong, Okay, my daughter could translate patterns into other languages, although crochet has its own vernacular. And so I think probably her Japanese and Korean teachers maybe I don't know if they crochet or not, whether or not they even know the terms in their own language. I don't know. However, I will say I have an acquaintance, Julie, who's a crochet designer, who is a French speaker, and she does patterns in French and English. And I'm trying to remember the name of her website. Let me see. I know I can find her Instagram. I'm pretty sure I can find her Instagram. Julie. Okay, so her title here is, so if you're interested in patterns in other languages, here's some in French. Julie _ where's my underscore button? That's supposed to be an underscore. ACCROCHET is her Instagram name, and I'm assuming that ACCROCHET is her website. I think. Yeah, ACCROCHET.com is her French and English crochet design pattern website. So let's see. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Dawn, yeah, don't we all? I wish we had a more supportive environment growing up, and it's just got to do the best we can to try and provide the support for our friends and family and children and loved ones in a way that maybe we didn't experience as best we can. We're just always trying to be better than the generation before, right? So you had support, but your mom is out there. Oh my goodness. Let's see. All right. So anyway, kind of an interesting conversation. The whole conversation took today. The conversation took today. So I hope that you stick with me, and I appreciate you being here today and being here every day, being here on Wednesdays for the new post that comes up every Wednesday. Thursdays are now the free pattern of the week on Thursdays. I've kind of gotten in the habit of skipping Friday and then posting another video on Friday or Saturday, one or the other, and then trying to post something on Monday. So let me know what topics you're interested in. I know I need to do knit cast-ons. I know that someone recently had asked for how to keep your edges straight in crochet, so I'd like to address that. I had started a series on gauge, and I haven't had a chance to get back to that, crochet gauge, so I probably need to get back to that a little bit. But I'm always interested in topics and introducing new stitches and introducing new designers and doing yarn unboxings and doing yarn swatchings. And so I hope that there's plenty of variety for you and you can find something you like. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like and view as many of the videos as you can. Put them on, autoplay. If you find a playlist that you like of mine, please hit autoplay and let it play while you're crocheting or while you're relaxing or while you're cooking dinner or whatever, and help me rack up those view times, those view hours. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Do I know any patterns to create the Jetsons characters? No, I do not. In general, crochet designers are discouraged from creating characters who are copyrighted, trademarked by Hanna-Barbera or Disney or Harry Potter or whatever, because it's seen as a copyright violation for us to make a pattern based on a known character. So that's why when you see amigurumi, it's usually like not a generic, but it's a completely new creation. It's not like based on a character. So I don't know if anybody has a Jetsons character. I think they'd be really fun to make though, because the cool shapes and stuff. But I don't know of any, and most designers are cautious about making items that are based on trademarked characters. Do I do a tutorial on crocheted succulents? No, and I have never made a crochet succulent or like cactus or plant, but that sounds like fun too. So let's see, succulents. I don't really do much amigurumi in general, but I've really wanted to find, like I see people doing amigurumi and they have like a general shape that's very pleasing, and then they just change out the ears and the nose and stuff. I wish I could invent a shape that's my own that is like that. So that's kind of in the back of my mind percolating. Let's see, what skill levels are the patterns in my books? They all range from extreme beginner to advanced. So like Go Crochet Afghan Design Workbook, there's photos in there for like beginner, like how to make a single crochet and stuff. And some of the patterns will be beginner or easy, and some of them go all the way up to experienced. Go Crochet Skill Builder book is very beginner because it teaches skills for 30 projects, each of them designed to be made in just one day and teach a lesson. So everything from felting to tapestry crochet to brooch lace crochet to broomstick to spike stitches to working in the round to just everything. So Go Crochet Skill Builder is an excellent skill building book. So that one. This next book that I'm working on right now, there are a couple beginner easy patterns and there are a couple experienced patterns. So I guess it's all the way, it ranges again, the gamut, so that you can find something that fits. And now that I have the YouTube channel, I'm so excited with this next book, like I can teach from my book. Like now I'm not going to give the whole pattern in a video because then why buy the book? Sorry. It's a fact. But I can do videos where I'm like, oh, well, here's a tricky part, or here's a stitch that you can see in this pattern. And so here's how to make it. So there is help out there that I can provide now because of the YouTube channel, but I couldn't provide with the other books. So I'm very, very excited about that. Let's see. I need an Ellen doll. That's so funny. I don't know. I guess so. Somebody probably stick pins in it, like a voodoo doll or something. I'd be like, maybe. That's so funny. I probably have such a skewed sense of how I look. They probably would come up with a doll that looks like nothing like me and think that it's like spot on. Oh my gosh. Flower patterns. Yes. So there's lots of flower patterns. Go Crochet Afghan Design Workbook, there's some 3-dimensional flowers that are on some of the granny squares. And I think a lot of patterns have a floral feel to them, like to make it like a 3-dimensional rose. I do not have a pattern for that. So let's see. Do I ever make it out west, or would I? I'm actually going to be in Colorado in October for a family thing, for a work thing for my husband. But no, I don't generally get out west. I was in Reno for the Crochet Guild of America conference a couple years ago. This past summer, the Crochet Guild of America conference was in Portland, but I didn't make it. You know, got to juggle the wants and needs of the family, so I didn't make it this year. Do I ever make any little dog or cat patterns, like items for them, like toys and sweaters? Or I assume you mean amigurumi. So let me write that down. I don't, like I said, I don't generally do amigurumi at all, but I hear you guys saying amigurumi. Like there's been several things here just now that sound like amigurumi. So maybe I better tap into that and maybe help you guys get some of those things that you want. Let's see, do I think we need more crafting shows on TV, or should they go to social media platforms like Vicky Howell's Knit Show? Let's see, well, an Ellen bobblehead. Yeah, that kind of represents me, doesn't it? I don't think we need any more knit and crochet TV shows. I think that everything is moving more toward the Netflix, Hulu type platform. And so I think companies are starting to create channels online instead of TV. So like Vicky's, I've never watched Vicky's channel, so I don't know exactly what it's like, but like Annie's Crafts now has a, what's it called? Create TV? Is that what it's called? It's like a website, but it looks like Netflix, and you like click the topic you're interested in, and they're like creating videos. I guess it's like YouTube, only it's on their own website, and you can click which ones you want to watch, but you have to pay for it. You have to like buy a subscription. It's not like YouTube that's free. So these create channels, you pay for them. So you've probably seen like Masterclass commercials for Masterclass on YouTube. Like you have to pay for that. You have to buy a subscription. Netflix, Hulu, you buy a subscription. So I think there's a lot of crafters who are doing that, who are creating these channels on the web that you like subscribe to. YouTube, of course, is free. So I think more creators and producers are going more toward channels online instead of channels on TV. So I don't really think there's more needed on TV, because I don't think people watch TV much anymore. And when they do, I think they watch YouTube, or they watch Chromecast, or they watch Amazon Fire Stick or whatever. Like, I don't think many people watch regular TV much anymore, because people watch stuff on demand. Like if a show was on at 8:00 on Wednesday night, I don't even care if it's on at Wednesday at 8:00 at night. I'll watch it the next day at 10 in the morning, if on Hulu or Netflix, if I want to watch it. So I think the on-demand thing is getting much more popular than regular TV. Okay. Let's see, never pitting me. Thanks, Arlene. I appreciate it. Let's see. You have to go. Bye, Diana. Thanks so much for stopping by. Outfits for cats and dogs. Okay. Create my own TV show. Yeah. Well, you never know. YouTube is a start. So I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of creating my own TV show, although I know what it takes to make a TV show. Since I was on Knit and Crochet Now for 5 seasons, it's a big deal. I mean, like we had like 5 camera guys, 4. Fred, Eric, the boom guy, the other guy. We had at least 4 camera guys. We had a floor director. We had a producer. We had a director in the control room who was camera 1, camera 2, camera 2, camera 3, camera 3, camera 4. Like directing which cameras were picking up. And when they change angles, he's telling them which one to pay attention, which one to get the shot at the moment. So like it's a big deal. We probably had a staff producing the TV show of at the studio, it probably was 20, 25 people at the studio. So that doesn't even count like the secretary back at the office and the tech editor at home, or the photographer who came to visit and photograph everything. So it was a big deal. I mean, it was it's a village. So the idea of producing my own TV show, I'm like, whoa. I think I'll stick to YouTube for a while until I can get a team assembled. That I can't imagine how to afford that. Oh my gosh, because those technicians are all union. Can you imagine how expensive that is? I can't even imagine. Okay, you're going, Shirley. Okay, take care. Thanks for coming. Okay, Charlie the Cactus Crochet Kit. I'll have to Google that myself and see what that's about. You think people want to watch certain shows and not extra stuff that doesn't appeal to them? Absolutely, that's true. That's why I probably should not talk about my cat so much. Because I know you guys are not interested. Some of you are not interested in my cat. Some of you are, but some are not. Okay. Hi, Denise. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm actually wrapping up here. NICOLE ACUNA was the winner of the giveaway. And we talked so much about crochet TV shows and amigurumi and the winner and the France trip. And I gave you a sneak peek of the book. So go back and replay this video, you all, please, if you missed anything or need to go back. We talk about languages. I gave you the link to Julie, who has a website that has patterns and crochet patterns in French. Let's see. Okay. Vicki Howell crowdfunded her knit show and had it self-produced via a company. Yes, you're right. All the episodes for season 1 went up on YouTube. Okay. Thanks, Monica. You too. Have a great day. Okay. Do I have any cat or little dog crochet outfits? No, I do not. I created a witch costume for guinea pig once. So I would need to do some measuring of some pets. Like everybody I meet, hey, can I measure your dog? Can I measure your cat's neck circumference, please? Now I'm going to design a cape. So it'll be funny. So anyway, you always replay to see what you missed. Yeah, that's good, Denise. Thank you so much. Ellen, a retreat in U.S. if you can't go to France. I don't know. The point of this trip is to get my daughter to France. I'll put it out there. So what happened was my daughter worked a job, raised money, saved up, paid for her high school trip to France. Then they canceled it. We did get our money back, but she didn't get to France. And if she's almost fluent in French, she loves France and French. We had a French student here over the summer. She desperately wants to get to France. So I thought, what can I do? How can I help? I can't afford to just go to France. I can't afford to send our family on family vacation to France. We tried through the school, that fell through. They got some parents got nervous and pulled their kids out, and then it dropped below the threshold where the teacher could go, and they canceled the entire trip. Now my daughter's at a new school because her girls' school and another girls' school merged, and so now she's at a brand new school this year, and it's the first year for this school, and they don't have their ducks in a row yet. So I don't think there's going to be a school trip to France or Spain or anywhere this year. So I'm like, how do I get this kid to France? It's her life's dream to go to France. Like, what do I do? So I thought, hey, I'll work. Let's make a crochet trip to France. She can be my translator, although there will be a paid English-speaking guide with us the entire time, who's an adult. But my daughter, will be fully able to translate for me as well. And so I'm trying to get her to France. That's the point. So a retreat, I don't know. I don't have any idea. I hadn't even thought about it. It's a great idea. I'll have to think about it. I know some other designers are doing retreats here and there. I think I would probably be more likely to teach at like Pittsburgh's crochet convention. I forget what it's called, Pittsburgh Fiber Fest or something. I'd be more likely to join in on one of those kind of conventions or conferences that are already put together before I would completely create my own event. I'm not sure. I don't know that I could support a whole event and teach enough hours to keep you all busy. I don't know. I guess I should think about it, huh? So let's see. Yeah, I don't think my cat would tolerate a crocheted sweater. Like, and I see sweaters for chickens, and we have chickens, but I'm not going to waste my yarn putting it on a chicken. I don't know. I mean, there's no point in keeping a chicken warm. I mean, they're in the barn, they have shelter. As long as you keep chickens dry, they can be out in the cold, even in Ohio winter without being harmed. So I don't want to accidentally harm them by protecting them from the winter just to have them not be used to cold weather for the next year. Does that make sense? So it's cute, put a sweater on a chicken, but it's not really useful. Doesn't help the chicken. I'd rather spend the time making myself a hat. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I desperately wanted to go on the Spain trip to Barcelona when I was in high school with the Spanish club or whatever, and our family couldn't afford it, and I never went. I never got out of the country until I was 42 when we went to Ireland a couple of years ago. So, like, kids these days do not have any clue how much of a luxury it is to get to travel the globe. To leave the country before you're 40 is a luxury. It is something that is a special, special treat. And kids these days, the way they travel during college and go to work study in Ireland and go do a anthropological dig in Italy and go do a internship in Greece. I mean, really? Wow. That is so amazing. But I'd really like to get her to France because, frankly, she's going to be a global citizen. And I'd rather her go on a trip with us, which we did, then go on a trip that's supervised with school, which we tried, before she is an adult and goes around the world by herself. Like, those are the training wheels that I wanted set up. And we're trying. So now, don't get me wrong. My son, if he wanted an opportunity like this, I would work really hard to get him an opportunity that he loves. But right now, he hasn't come up with like the thing that he loves most in the world. He hasn't, his hobbies have not developed into like, oh, Mom, I really want this, and shown me that he's willing to work and put the time and effort and passion into it. Because if he came up with something that he was equally passionate about, yeah, that's when we'll do those same things for him. So it's not that I'm like favoring her. It's just like, buddy, come up with what your life goals and passions are, and I'll help you get them. So let's see. Oh, you would like to see me at Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet? Well, I'm a good buddy with Robin Chichula, and I know she's asked me to like put my name in the hat for that. So maybe I'll get with her and see like what to do about that. Like, I don't know like when proposals are due and stuff, so I'll have to research it. Let's see. Thank you, Lorinda. I appreciate it. I certainly do my best. I'm sure I fail more times than I succeed, but I do the best for my kids. Fail on the side of love, right? Let's see. Your mini doll sounds cute. Okay, bye, Lisa. Have a great day. You went to Greece and Turkey at 18. That's cool. You want to be a global citizen? Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's rough. You want to be a global citizen, but you're stuck where you can't afford or have issues where you can't travel. That's hard. And my daughter's absolutely going to be a global citizen. Like, she knows the capitals of every random country in Africa that I've never heard of and what languages they speak. She loves the world. So, all right, I better get going, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the watch time. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments and suggestions. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you again for subscribing, liking, sharing, posting, commenting on the videos. Please stay tuned because more videos are coming. I hope to do a giveaway next week. I'm hoping it'll be Wednesday. So please hang in there. And I do hope to find a live stream time that works on a regular basis and then pop in occasionally with spontaneous ones at other times as well. So I hope everybody has a great day. Great job, Arlene. I hope your back feels better. So everyone, please take good care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Please like this video for me if you get a chance. Thank you. Bye.